anya m ahụwo, ntị m anụwo, okwu ọnụ m ga na-eto ọrụ ebube ya. Anya m ahụwo, ntị m anụgo, okwu ọnụ m ga na-eto ọrụ ebube ya. Anya m ahụwo, ntị m anụgo, okwu ọnụ m ga na-eto ọrụ ebube ya lee. Anya m ahụwo, ntị m anụgo, okwu ọnụ m ga na-eto ọrụ ebube ya. Anya m ahụwo, ntị m anụgo, okwu ọnụ m ga na-eto ọrụ ebube Chukwu. Anya m ahụgo, ntị m anụgo, okwu ọnụ m ga na-eto ọrụ ebube ya. My eyes have seen, my ears have heard, my mouth will talk about the goodness of God. My eyes have seen, my ears have heard, my mouth will talk about the goodness of God. Ojú mi ti rí, etí mi ti gbọ́, ẹnu mi máa sọ̀rọ̀ pa iṣẹ́ Olúwa. Ojú mi ti rí, etí mi ti gbọ́, ẹnu mi máa sọ̀rọ̀ pa iṣẹ́ Olúwa. My eyes have seen, my ears have heard, my mouth will talk about the goodness of God. My eyes have seen, my ears have heard, my mouth will talk about the goodness of God. Unquestionable, you are the Lord. Chukwukikabiama, you are the Lord. Hey, unquestionable, 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 you are the Lord. Unquestionable, you are the Lord. Everlasting Father, you are the Lord. Hey, unquestionable, 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 you are the Lord. I will exalt you, Lord, for you have lifted me above our enemies. Your banner over us is love. Lord, we lift up your name. Chukwu ebuli aha gị elu, aha gị elu, aha gị elu, anyị buli aha gị elu. Heu, karịa aha niile n'ụwa, ka anyị bulie aha gị elu, ka anyị bulie aha gị elu, aha gị elu, aha gị elu, anyị bulie aha gị elu, bulie ya, bulie ya, anyị bulie aha gị elu, karịa aha niile n'ụwa. Chukwunna, ka anyị bulie aha gị elu, aha gị elu, aha gị elu, ka anyị jawa na ya mma, jaa ya mma, jaa ya mma, anyị bulie aha gị elu, ewo, karịa aha niile n'ụwa. I will lift up your name, Chukwu okike anyị. I will lift up your name, aha gị karịrị aha. I will lift up your name, karịa aha niile n'ụwa. Ụtụtụ ọma, ụtụtụ ọma, ụmụ Chineke, ụtụtụ ọma, ndị ọma ji biri, ụtụtụ ọma, ndị Chukwu tere mmanụ, ụtụtụ ọma, ndị agọziri agọzi. Unu ga-adị ka echi, maka na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Chukwu okike abịa ma egbuwagoro unu ụzọ. Unu ahụrụ ụzọ, o gbuwagoro unu ụzọ, na enwe onye ga-anọchi unu ụzọ. No bagger will block your way. Our way to success, our way to Canaan, our way to El Dorado, our way to Biafra is open, and we must get there. And my question this morning, despite the overwhelming evidence, before us that the zoo is a corrupt entity, that Nigeria breeds criminals, despite the overwhelming evidence that there is no hope from Nigeria for you, despite the overwhelming evidence that everything that Nigeria has to offer is to put you in perpetual bondage and slavery, despite the overwhelming evidence, my people, why are we still undecided? Why are we still sitting on the fence? Why are we still casting our vote on Nigeria? Why are we still giving Nigeria a benefit of the doubt, despite the overwhelming evidence? Now, let me bring it back home to Umu Chineke, to Biafrans worldwide. Despite the overwhelming evidence before us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu means well, that Mazi Simon Ekpa is the good guy, despite the overwhelming evidence, the question is, why are you still sitting on the fence? Why are you still throwing and casting stones and aspersions against the people of God? Despite the overwhelming evidence that all the so-called POS, you call them DOS, but they are actually POS. Despite the overwhelming evidence that they betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they sold our struggle for a morsel of meal like Esau did. Despite the overwhelming evidence, why are you still there deceiving yourself? POS is wise. Ndị Zama are wise. Wise where? Underground. Tell me what wisdom is underground. Wise where? As a cricket underground? As a fearful criminal underground? Despite the overwhelming evidence that these people actually want our leader to die, they want him to die. Despite the overwhelming evidence, Biafrans, why are you still sitting on the fence? Why are you still undecided? Why have you not made up your mind and say, hey, Chineke, so I have been on the wrong side of this divide? Despite the overwhelming evidence, you are still there saying, I will wait for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You have seen the evidence that these people sold him and they want him to die in that detention, and you are still there saying, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must come out, and you are doing nothing to even support the people that means well, to support the good guy. Despite the overwhelming evidence, why are you still sitting on the fence? Ututu Oma this morning is coming to you, Nwa Chineke, wherever you are. You have something to do. You have your own role to play. You cannot be supporting it in your heart. You cannot say, I am supporting in my heart. I am praying and supporting in my heart. The heart will not get the job done. Actions on ground, evident action, deliberate actions will get this job done. And sometimes you will say, don't worry, when I see it happen, then I will put the resources. Are you telling me that you don't know that you need to put the resources now to get it done? On Saturday now, we are going back for another fundraising. Every Saturday we do this fundraising, so that you will understand that it is not something we have to be calling you every 2 weeks or every month. No, it has to come to a point where you will understand that your resources must get in there the same way IDF was supported, Israeli Defense Force. Go and find out in history, how was Israeli Defense Force supported to make sure Israel become a formidable force in the world community? Talk about Israel. It is the Israeli Defense Force, the armies of Israel, the Iron Dome. These were all put together by funds. Funds from Israelis in diaspora, in America, in the UK, everywhere around the world, in Russia. They put resources and funds together. And Israeli Defense Force became a formidable force. All the armies of Arab cannot stop Israel. In fact, they dread Israel. They are afraid of Israel. You know why? Because of funding. Funding gets it done. I'm telling you, it gets it done. If we must get all the equipment, more sophisticated equipment beyond our enemy's capacity, then we need to fund ESN. We need to fund our account. That is why you need to go to the website of www.BRO Biafran Republic Government in Exile, the website. Go to our Twitter account, go into the website. If you cannot be supporting the ESN website, go on that is our Biafran Republic Government website and put in your phone, your resources to get our Biafran Liberation Army equipped. We must be equipped. As it is right now, you know why they have not conquered us and why they will never be able to conquer us? Because we've got what it takes to protect and defend ourselves. And we look, these things, they are exhausted every day. We don't get all these armories and keep them down. No, we equip them and we dispose and use them when need be. And then there's no way you will use some granite. If you don't replace them, the granite will not multiply. You have to replace what you have exhausted. And that's why we need fund. And if you have discovered and have realized that, look, the good guy is doing the needful for Biafra and for Mazin Namdekano, why are you still sitting on the fence? Your $5, your $10, your $20 will go a long way. Get into that website, www.ipobinusa.org/donate. Get the phone in there. We need to be equipped. I need the look at it is raining now. Like yesterday it was raining, today so it's still raining. People that are not prepared and they ready to cover for the rain, when they get into the rain, they get soaked, they get drenched. But when you know that it is going to rain and it's raining, you get your umbrella, you get your raincoat, you get everything, you are ready. That is what we need to do now, my people, my people. It is raining heavily. And it is about to rain cat and dog in that zoological republic, and we must be ready. Every moment, every time. You cannot be talking or speaking in tongues when your enemies are coming at you with powerful and ferocious instruments of war, and you are speaking in tongues. You are speaking in tongues. Heriba, and they are bombarding your environment and you are speaking in tongues. No, we need equal and more formidable force to stop this evil. Don't just worry. Leave those ones that are playing along the gallery and saying, we will wait, our brother. Leave them, oh. Yeah, leave them. Let them continue to support their brother. They will understand that the language we were speaking in the morning is the same language we are speaking now, is the same language we will speak at the end, and then by the time they will join us, some of them may have fallen. Some of them may have fallen. Mazin Namdekano a few days ago told them that Biafra is not negotiable. We don't negotiate for Biafra with anything. We don't negotiate for Biafra with anything. It is either you stand for Biafra or you don't. And if you don't, get out of the way. Chanuzo kandi dinkwado kandi dinjikere na agashi ike ka aga nwota ọnọdụ n'obodo Chineke tere mmanụ. We go and get it. We are able to go up and take our country, to possess the land from Iguacha to Asaba, though the enemies may be on their way to hinder Chukwokike will surely give us victory. We are able to go up and take the country, to possess the land from Onitsha to Owerri. Though the wicked ones may be on their way to hinder, Chukwokike will surely give us victory. We are able to go up and take our land and take our country from Uyo to Kogi, parts of Kogi, parts of Benue. We are able to go and take Iguacha. We are able to go and take Calabar. We are able to go and take Asaba, Ahaba. We are able to go and take Abo, Iseluku. We are able to take Umunede. We are able to go up and take Onitsha, take Enugu, take Abakaliki, take everywhere that belongs to Biafra. Bayelsa, Ugeli, Agbo, name everywhere you know in Biafra. We are able to go up and take it. And all we need is to be equipped. Now that you know, it is clear, vivid and clear, that all the people you have called the GOS, now we know them as POS, and otherwise you call them Ndinzama or you call them underground Irats. Now that you know that they betrayed Mazin Namdekano, now that you know that they sold Isoko, thank you, my darling precious one. Now that you know that they betrayed Mazin Namdekano Onyendu, now that you know, why are you still sitting on the fence? No, can you tell me why? You are still undecided. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for before you join forces with the people of God and get this job done? What are you waiting for? Now that you know that Nigeria is not for you, now that you know that Nigeria is on a time bomb, now that you know that everything will soon eclipse and expire and explode and go up in smokes, now that you know, why are you still sitting on the fence? Despite all the overwhelming evidence before you, without any doubt, it is on black and white, it is on green and blue, everything is clear, crystal, and you are still there. What are you waiting for? Is it until you drown completely before you open your eye and say, let me join the people of God and get this deliverance once and for all? Now that you know, despite the evidence, are you still going to be there folding your hands and waiting for deliverance to come? No, like seriously? No, you are going to wait, like sit idle in Zion and wait for one thing to happen before you will. Hey, Chineke, we are wiser than this. We are wiser than this. And that is why everyone that named the name of God must realize this and now, that because God loves you, because Chukwokika loves you, He has given you a signal. He has opened your eyes. He told you ahead of time that there is going to be a heavy rain. When the rain was about to come in Israel, God told Elijah, get ready and prepare, run ahead, because it is about to rain. And just the same way we are telling you, wake up and get up and let's get going, because it's about to rain. And if you are not heeding this advice, hey, I am sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry. Some people are waking up right now already. You know, it is not enough to wake up. When you wake up, you take the proportionate steps that you need. Remember how you have drawn us backward for so long and pushed forward even with the same energy and with the same force. I'm telling you, you slowed it down with all the propaganda. Simon Ekpa is a liar. Simon Ekpa is a deceiver. Autopilot, they are lying. They do not love Mazin Namdekano. They are working for Nigerian government. They have been paid. Now the evidence is clear. Evidence is clear. And you have seen it. We are not asking you to come and apologize. No. Get up and do the needful. Some of you, with all the delays you have caused, in fact, when we come for the next fundraising, I expect most of you to come in. We do not hide the link for the Zoom to the fundraising. Now you know that the resources are being put to use. Remember the last time they were campaigning, Simon Ekpa is now getting RPG. Now, do you agree with me that we need a more sophisticated RPG? Can you now agree with me that we need a more sophisticated RPG? If there is anyone higher than RPG, we need to acquire them. And if we must acquire them, we need resources, we need funding. That is why when we get into the Zoom on Saturday for the fundraising, be the first to come in there. Tell us how the deficit you have caused and try and make up for it gradually. That's the only way we can know that you repented and you want the job to be done. Nobody is eating your money. Nobody have ate your money, because anybody that eats Biafra money, which is blood money, hey, the way they end, the way they end, the way they end. Look for them. Look for Uchemefo. Look for them. Look for them and see how their life is today. The way they end, they become frustrated. They become rejected. They become non-entities, and finally, they will lose everything. Because you don't joke with people's lives. This has to be the life of people. So do not ever listen to any idiot anymore. I'll come and tell you, this man is just enriching himself. He's in Finland. And one idiot met me where I was cutting my hair on Saturday at the barber salon. He said, I'm sure they have given you your own share. They have given you your own share. And that's why you are supporting someone. Very idiotic, ignoramus set of people. Because they are criminals. The only thing they know how to say is that you have got your own share. It's all about money. Everything is money for them. Mammon. Very evil people. But you are a different breed. You are a different species. That is why you must take seriously this particular, season that we are in. Take it seriously. Make sure you do the needful now, because you are aware. I don't need to start begging you. We don't beg people to fight for their freedom. It is your freedom. So how can I beg you to fight for your freedom? It is your freedom. How can I bow? Why must I beg you to support and fund your freedom? Every freedom movement in this world is being funded. It is not for free. It's being funded. And our own freedom movement is a divine one. From where we are fighting, you will understand that there are so many forces working against us. And for us to win, we need to be together, united in one front to overcome. That is why you keep seeing our Prime Minister every time. By the time he finished making some effort and making some wins, he will come back and throw in an olive branch, and he will say, please stop the fighting, stop the attacking, come in, let us do this thing together. When we get Biafra, when Biafra come, you cannot bring Master Simon Ekpa, bring Vam Vam Vam, judge me according to Biafra law. If I have done wrong, all these days I have campaigned for this movement, I have supported Master Simon Ekpa. If I have erred, then sentence me. I will willingly accept the judgment of Biafrans. I am not here coming out every day and talking without knowing that there are consequences to everything we do. There are consequences. If what I'm saying and I'm doing now is against the law and against nature and against Tukwokike, I will face the music. I will face it. Let me be judged on everything I say and do. By the time Biafra comes, by the time Biafra comes, put me on the panel. What is it, panel? Put me on the judgment seat, on the judgment room. Let me be judged by everything I have said and have done. If it is against Biafrans, and I am supposed to be sentenced either to death or to jail, I will willingly accept the judgment and the fate that befalls me as a Biafran. But today, as it stands now, I am calling for the freedom of Biafra. I am fighting for the emancipation of Umu Chineke. And without apology, I am doing it. So, Kai Zota no ala, Ayi Zota Zala, Aya Zobute. That is why every member of the cabinet, Biafran Republic government in exile, you are not there and we are not there because we want to occupy a position or to hear that Vam 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 is secretary to this, you are secretary to this, hey, you are member to this, hey, you are leader to this. To hell with any office that will not, translate into the freedom of God's people. To hell with any office that will only mean to aggrandize my person. I refuse it, I reject it, and I detest it. My office, it is to restore the people of God. To restore Umu Chineke. That's my office. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what I will do. As I leave it here this morning, I encourage you, make sure you open your eyes now. You have seen all the evidence. You don't need to be shown any new thing. With everything you have seen so far, get to action. Do the needful. Join the forces and let's get the job done. Let's get the job done. Thank you very much for listening this morning. Ututu Oma Umu Chineke. There's a beautiful dog here. You know, what a lovely dog. I wish I could show you. You know, get the job done and then we will, all rejoice at the end of it all. Every one of us will rejoice. I tell you. May God bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Dragon. May God bless all our men, Eastern Security Network, our men on ground, Biafran Liberation Army, and all our alliances, the BNL, and everyone that supports this movement and are putting in their best and giving their best to make sure Biafra comes. May Chukwu Kikabiama Primi Henile bless you all. And every one of you watching this morning, Obi Juliana, Ayo Chukwu, Obai Zuonu, Ogechukwu, Ayo Chukwu, Joseph Bob, Chinenye MC, Emenike Bo, Obi Emenike Chibo, you are all here. May Chukwu Kikabiama bless you all. Gladys Pure Heart, Helen Peters, may Chukwu Kikabiama Primi Henile bless you all. Donna Scalo, bless you. Delish Kitchen, bless you. Every one of you, your days will be blessed. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, darling. May Chukwu Kabiama Primi Henile bless you. May the rain of blessings, accompany you everywhere you go and everything you do this season, because you have, given all your best and still willing to give all your best for the restoration of Biafra. There is nothing you do that will not be fruitful. Everything you lay your hands to do shall prosper. Every morning we break into excitement, into blessings, into bliss unto you. Ututu Oma will really be Ututu Oma to you. Your life will be full of Oma. Oma means beautiful, beautiful. Beauty will encompass you. In the mighty name of Chukwu Kikabiama, pain and sorrow will be far from you. Because you are a child of heaven. Heaven will locate you at every point in your life. You will never be in a tight corner at any time. When you need voices to hear you, when you need people to hear you, you will call one. 7 will answer you. I tell you the truth. Because you are coming to the aid of Umu Chineke. Heaven's blessings will never be far from you. In the mighty name of Chukwu Kikabiama. He say, Ututu Oma, my precious ones, I love you all. But Chukwu Kabiama loves you more. I'll see you this afternoon by the grace of Chukwu Kabiama. Komesiani.